Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wildwatch with us, episode 16.
Yeah.
Gavin's running a little bit late. I know we're on episode 16. I kept getting it wrong. It's 16. It's crazy.
So many now, we're just losing count. It's gotta be real.
I can still hear the tunes. Oh yeah, we did tunes on purpose last time, but the music's too loud, and I will make them not as loud. Oh, it's way too loud.
Oh, it's loud.
Oh, sorry about that. Should be fine now. Should be just background music like it was intended to be. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hang on. Gavin's here, but he's not in the chat. Give me 1 second. Let me add you because you're late.
All right, chat. We just need the good old-fashioned Princess Bride boo for the late arrival.
Boo.
Let's see it.
I've been on here 30 seconds. You're already calling me out.
That's how it goes.
Seems like our usual programming. Okay.
Yep. Wait a minute. Is there something on that wall?
Oh, so I have hung all of the artwork in my office.
Look at that.
Wow.
It's been a big week. I even cleaned my desk off. It's pretty wild. It's going to be hard to sort of move my webcam around. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's possible. No, you know what? I'm gonna unplug everything if I do that.
And your webcam is working. Your webcam is working too.
I've already had a lot of trouble getting this webcam working again, so I'm not gonna mess that up.
At least you don't look like you're being held
Big things are
hostage
happening.
anymore, so that's good.
Yeah.
It was a different vibe for sure.
No, Bond villain. It was Bond
Yeah.
villain.
Yep.
It felt like a Bond villain.
It really did. Well,
So,
Gavin,
Wildwatch Kenya.
how the heck are ya?
I'm doing amazing.
Excellent.
It's sun is shining up here at the safari park. It's a beautiful day. What's not to be happy about?
Gotta love it. And look at that. Aaron said everyone sounds good. We didn't even have to run our traditional "How's our audio doing" intro.
We are getting so good at this, you guys. Finally, 16
This is-
episodes in, and we
hey.
finally got it down.
Dream big.
Everybody
Dream
has a
big,
different
anything's
learning
possible.
curve, right?
That is so true. Painfully accurate.
So why are we here today? What are we doing?
We are going to Wild Watch. So for those of you
What's
who
that?
have maybe never joined us before, Gavin, I'm so glad you asked. I would love to tell you. Wildwatch Kenya is a citizen science research program. So what you can do, and everybody can do this, it's not just us, even though we are pretty cool and fancy, anybody can do this. Basically, it's a online resource where you can help scientists sift through their wildlife cams. So in this instance, these are trail cams that have been placed, I wanted to say hidden, but not really, by scientists in Kenya, and we kind of help them just go through these images and identify what animals are in it, what are those animals doing, and this just helps them with their research because, a shocking amount of it is grass and nothing else. So we're just kind of helping out, but we get to see some cool stuff every once in a while, right, Gavin? What have we seen?
Leopards,
Yes, that's what I just said.
Yeah, we did see
baboons, elephants, giraffe, all kinds of things. Still no rhinos, but we hold out hope. So.
someday.
Mm.
Oh, you mean impala? Just impala for days? Sheep, goats, maybe a kid's eye, if you get really lucky.
I feel like
That was one in a
someday
million.
we're going to have somebody who's like, oh my God, I love Impala. I love them. And this is going to be their new home.
This is the place for the impala people to come, for sure.
We need to find them.
Mm-hmm.
We do. All right. Well, anyway, Gavin, how are you? How's your life? How's it going at the park? It's sunny. What else? Anything else?
It's busy. It's summer here in San Diego, so a lot going on, educating a lot of people about wildlife, lots of cool stuff going on in the park, new babies for people to see.
Which
if
new
they come
babies
out
are
and
they,
check-
Gavin? You can talk about it. It's on social media. Tell us.
Oh, would you mean the bat-eared foxes, perhaps?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Those three little cuties, they're kind of a cool addition to the safari park. If you go to our village area of the park, you might just get lucky and see them with their mom. It's pretty darn cute.
They're so cute. Oh my God. They're so
And I hear a rumor there was a bit of a TikTok video about them, maybe?
Yeah. TikTok seems to love them mostly because, it's weird. We were talking about this as a team when we were working on the footage. For some reason, their eyes just seem like more close together than any other fox I've ever seen.
That is a bat-eared fox thing. So all bat-eared foxes have very narrow set eyes.
Is there a reason for that that we know
I
of?
think this is just rank speculation, but I feel like if you're trying to focus on seeing something that's really small, you would want your eyes closer together. So if you're trying to focus in on a termite, then you're going to want your eyes kind of close together so you can focus on it. That's my total speculative theory.
Makes sense, but it just kind of ends up with them looking like a little bit derpy, a little like disassociating. Their eyes are just so close.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't try and make the wildlife conform to my needs. I just accept them as they are. So I just think that
Hey,
they look
nobody
amazing.
said anything about not accepting them. It's an observation. Biologists make observations all the time.
That they true, but not all observations are created equal, as we just learned. So
Okay, well, what are you trying to say?
how about
Henry?
Wildwatch? But maybe we'll see a bat-eared fox today. Uh-huh. That's a good point.
Nice.
Yeah,
Way to
I mean,
go, Kirsten's sister.
for the record, yeah, I mean, so the website is called Zooniverse, and you guys can't see it because of the way that I have it, but it's called Zooniverse, ZOONIVERSE.org, and they have a lot of different types of projects. Some of them are also ours, like we have a burrowing owl project that we do sometimes with Marco, which actually we probably ought to have him out here pretty soon, but they have, arts, biology, history, language, nature is where most of ours can be found, but they have stuff, alpine bug shot and name that neutrino, like all these different types. So if there's anything that you're interested in, you can probably find it in here. So lots of cool stuff. But the best one
That's pretty cool.
is this one.
Yeah.
Wildwatch.
And just a quick note, looks like we popped the champagne bottle a little too quick on the audio because some of the chat can't hear Kirsten. And I know her sister's probably watching right now. And Kirsten was talking about how awesome it was that everyone's learning that this is something that everybody can do in their normal time, and she's going to do it at work. So thanks for your help. Right, Kirsten? I can hear you. Hopefully chat can hear you.
I have no idea why you can't hear Kirsten. Her audio's on. Oh, wait.
Anyone can hear me?
Let's see.
Is it fixed? Did we fix it?
Hello? Testing. Hello. I'm here.
She back.
Oh,
Okay,
I'm back.
Okay. All right.
She back.
Dang, we were so close. All right. Well, anyway, without further ado, let's get started. Hopefully. Oh, I love when we start with
look at that.
It's our old favorite, grass.
Dang.
We love it.
Love that.
Love to see
Okay,
it.
well, that's a great start to today. Cool.
Ooh, ghost impala.
Ooh,
right
but
out
a
the
first
gate.
ghost.
Well, second out of the gate. Look, bat-eared fox is a tab, so we might actually see a
We
bat-eared
could
fox.
someday. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool.
Mhm.
Wouldn't that be perfect timing if we saw it like this week as we made the
One can
announcement?
It would
Yeah.
almost seem like we planned it that way if it happened.
Yeah.
Almost.
Listen, if I had any say in what goes on these cams,
No kidding.
we would see so many different things.
But then all the general commentary and banter wouldn't be as strong either because we wouldn't have like downtime to fill. So it's a mixed bag. Impala.
True that.
I'm sure everybody really loves our downtime. They just
I think
really
it's
love
the
that.
feature. I think it's the feature of the show and not the book. But
It is. I mean, it makes for the
Ooh.
most organic combo.
that's a good-looking group of
Ooh,
elephants there.
Heard.
We got elephants nice and early.
It's a big old elephant. Look at that.
Looks like we have at least one female, two females. Might be
Some
just females
youngsters?
in their calves. Yeah,
I think
Nice.
so. I do.
we love that.
I see
Aw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You see 5?
Is that our little water?
Yeah, there's one in front of that big cow in the
Goats.
front.
Oh, yeah, right in the middle?
No, like so. If you go the first cow, I'm pretty sure I saw a hip in front of her. See, something.
Oh.
I
wait a
just see
minute.
feel like
tusks. I don't see a hip.
Mhm.
I thought maybe that's the horizon behind her head. I thought it was another elephant's hip. Yeah, we can just go for it. Maybe if I was a bat-eared fox, my eyes were closer together, I could see better.
Maybe. Maybe. Wouldn't that be nice?
Something to aspire to.
Moving. Can we talk really quick, Gavin, about the importance of watering holes too? Because I feel like we see them sometimes and we also don't see them.
Hey, buddy. Oh, hi, Mr. Rushmore's already has some
There
attitude.
he is.
Hmm.
So
Watering holes.
there's a rainy
Yes.
season, but then outside of the rainy season, where does the water come from?
So, a couple of things. Watering holes are generally ground or spring fed, so that's why those are the areas that animals congregate during the dry season, because as the rains recede, water collects in low-lying areas, and then when it starts to run out from those areas, only natural springs have a consistent source of water. So it becomes super important to know where the watering holes are in sources, and that's why Elephants are such amazing creatures because, adult elephants teach their offspring where the watering holes are in part of their migration pattern. And so that knowledge is transferred and passed down from generation to generation. And that's why when you see something, as tragic as poaching that happens, not only is that, a tragic loss of a single elephant's life, but all that knowledge that lived within that elephant and everything that they're going to teach other generations is lost too. And so you lose a lot of that almost like institutional memory in those herds of elephants if they're not able to show where the watering holes are. They also show other elephants where like mineral and salt licks are that naturally occur. And they teach them a lot of different things about how to survive in a world, of elephants, basically.
Yeah, we talked about this the other day, but I think as humans, we kind of have a tendency to just assume it's all instinct. And that's not the case, especially for some of these larger, quote unquote, more intelligent animals. There's not that level of instinct to just know where things are.
That's right. A lot of it's learned.
I
Oh,
love grass.
look at that grass.
What kind of grass is that, Gavin?
Lesbediza.
Great.
That is an African grass.
Is this a new cam?
That's a giraffe.
That looks like a new cam. This
Yeah, because look
location
at
looks-
That's
Yeah,
cam
view.
042.
Yeah.
I've never seen this cam before. That's new. I like it. I like
It
that
works.
majestic
It's
giraffe.
So do we
fairly
just have the
recent, too.
one giraffe there?
Yeah, big bull.
How can you tell he's a bull?
Aw.
So if you look at his head, like around his ossicones, like it's super it looks really big and pronounced and also kind of lumpy. A bull giraffe gets a lot of like other growths and nodules on their skull and forehead around the ossicones. So he's a big bull.
Wow. Learn something
Even though
new
the
every day.
Clarity's not great. I'm pretty confident.
Super cool.
Super cool.
Super.
Ooh, look at all that dry grass.
It looks very dry.
Yeah, it looks like it's about 36°C to me, so it's pretty warm.
What is this? Anybody?
I don't know if I see anything.
Well,
Is this a trick question, Taylor? Do you
no,
see
I just
something?
get yelled at for skipping things too quickly.
I
So
think
I'm just trying to...
I think this might be a bat-eared fox.
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's not.
Might be right.
Kirsten, this is your thing. What is it?
It's a zebra.
Yes. But
If you want to know what kind,
Yeah, we're an educational program, so you need to be more specific.
it's a plain zebra.
Nicely done. Look at that.
I love that Brian doesn't even really move. He just sits there.
I know.
Yeah,
I thought it
but-
wasn't going to happen, and all of a sudden the noise just appeared.
And so how do we tell that again?
The difference. Yes, I got distracted. The plain zebra is distinguished by being shorter, having wider, thicker stripes, and smaller ears, versus a Grevy's will be taller, thinner stripes with really big ears, and a little bit browner in color, especially on the young animals.
And we've talked about this before, but I don't see any reason why we can't talk about it again. Are they black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
You know, Taylor, you got to think that's the age-old question that's unknowable.
Who could know?
It's beyond comprehension for most.
I hate that.
'Tis unknown.
Ooh.
I dig this cam. This
Ooh.
is nice.
Now we've got
Yeah, that's a great location.
both species represented already.
Yeah.
Oh, and who are they hanging out with?
What is that? Yeah.
It's a young Grevy's.
It is?
It's just a brownish tint to it. I think it's the glare.
I was like,
Yeah,
are they
it's-
chilling with an impala? What is that?
No,
From far away, it kind of did look like an,
it's
just
a
an
young,
antelope.
young zebra.
Oh,
Young zeb.
That's
what a
right.
better picture. I love the young zebras.
I see.
You know, Kirsten, if you would like to see Grevy zebras up close and appreciate everything that's amazing about them, you could see them at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park.
Wow, I did not know that.
It's
I'm
an
gonna have to
amazing
go.
opportunity, really. And you can enjoy them in two habitats
Amazing.
here at the park. It's a pretty amazing experience.
Guess what that is?
You've got to think it's something that Taylor is an expert in.
I think it's a dick.
That's right. That's right. And it's only one. We've been seeing pairs of them lately, too.
We've been seeing a lot of them ghosties.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Ghost
a
buddies.
ghost.
Yeah,
Did we see a family unit last time, too? I
Did.
can't remember.
Mhm.
I thought so.
yeah, there was a few of them in the picture we'd seen.
Okay,
Some of the fire content we deliver every week.
true. So we're seeing a lot of these. Nice, Aaron. Good job. We're seeing a lot of these species at night, but they're crepuscular, right? So that would imply dawn and dusk. But this is like full nighttime.
Yeah, he likes to keep us guessing.
Okay, fair enough.
Likes to keep us guessing.
Fair enough.
I mean, in all seriousness, it could be a time of year where water is more scarce and there's a lot of predators around water holes and stuff. So maybe it's just trying to pick a time where it thinks there's less animals around and being sneaky that way.
It's a good looking pigeon.
We got a burb.
You got to think it's more of a dove than a pigeon, but sure.
Dove and pigeons are basically the same thing.
Not according to the doves, they're not.
Well, since when do we listen to them? That watering hole looks foul, by the way. Whatever this tire track is, that looks nasty.
It's a little rancid, perhaps, yes.
I keep accidentally hitting this button. What is the point of that button? How does that help? It doesn't.
Stay away from it.
I'm trying.
Maybe if something was upside down.
I guess, yeah, like, I would really know what it was if it was at a different angle. I hate that. User error. I'm getting there. All right.
Ooh, we got our first livestock of the day. That's pretty exciting.
I love that for us. I'm only seeing 2. Anybody else?
Nope.
2.
Only 2.
Utah.
And they're walking. That's important.
So talk to us, Gavin, about, you've got all this livestock that overlaps with a lot of these native species, and it's not really an environment known for having overflowing food and water. So how does that work, the human-wildlife conflict there?
Yeah, I mean, it really is the nexus of human-wildlife conflict, the needs of people to raise animals and crops for agriculture to feed themselves versus, the needs of the native wildlife. And you're right, it is a resource-constrained area. And so that conflict develops because they're all competing for the same water, the same grass. And especially when you get times of drought, that's when it becomes really dire because a lot of people in this part of the African continent move their animals around nomadically. And so they're going from water source to water source and grazing area to grazing area. And so are the native wildlife. And it just creates a lot of conflict. And you have a lot of compassion and empathy for people who are just trying to survive and trying to, raise animals to feed their family. But at the same token, we have a responsibility to protect wildlife too. So it becomes a very tricky balance. But that's also why we focus so much as the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance on community-supported conservation. Because if you can find ways for communities to support themselves and protect wildlife at the same time, that's what's truly sustainable.
And so what kind of, campaigns or initiatives have you seen to try and kind of mitigate that conflict?
So it's a series of different things. And so you'll have stuff like ecotourism, so offering, opportunities for communities who live in wildlife areas to earn revenue off of that wildlife. So that way they're more valuable to have them around than not have them around. You'll see initiatives in really dry, arid areas that pay to put in wells for people to use so that they have sustainable water sources for themselves and the animals versus, the water sources that the wildlife would utilize. And then also a lot of just general education campaigns around the benefits of living in wildlife and living with them harmoniously. And then there's other different things that are done with elephants, like the bee boxes. So, beehives are utilized as ways to keep elephants out of crop areas. So different kind of low impact ways to keep humans and wildlife out of conflict. So there's a whole host of different things you can do. Probably a longer winded answer than you bargained for.
Nah.
Very informative.
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice looking watering hole there.
It is.
Not all rancid like that other one.
I feel like we've seen this before, but it was pink.
Yep. I think
Could
that was
be.
that camera finally got worked out. Oh, look
Whoa.
Yes.
over there.
Ducks, geese,
Burbs.
Herbs.
More burps.
the burbiest of the birds.
We actually, the last couple times that we've been on here, we've seen a couple
Ooh.
different birds.
Yeah.
That's a nice looking giraffe.
And very nice.
I just can't imagine having a giraffe as a native species, like something that
Yeah, it's
big that
wild.
could just wander into my garden and eat everything.
Mm-hmm. Or leopards or something. I just saw a video of this. It was a village somewhere in Africa, and a leopard was in the village, had just hopped down from a tree, walked through, and they were notifying each other. And it was just a casual day. They just walked by, but they were like, "Hey, there's a leopard coming around from the corner. Just heads up."
And that does sound ominous to live with leopards, but if you think about it,
Yeah.
we live in mountain lion habitat out here in Southern California.
Yeah.
We've pushed a lot of our native wildlife so to the periphery that we forget that actually if our ecosystem was thriving, they would be around a lot more. And it's not,
Definitely.
and oftentimes they're around and we just don't see them. There's mountain lions all around
Very
Southern
scary.
California and you just don't see them because they're out at night mostly. So we don't even necessarily appreciate that they're as among us as they are. And there's no problem because they don't mean people any harm. They're just trying to go out and do their mountain lion stuff.
Exactly.
Kind of like living
It's like
with
we're
leopards.
we're like taking over their space, so it's like they've got to understand.
Yep.
They're going to be around.
You got to think it's goats, Taylor.
I gotta think. I gotta think. But
Couldn't
who
say
could
how
really
many.
know? I couldn't possibly know. No.
It's definitely not an elephant, so.
That's a fair. I mean, well, that we can tell of.
Hey.
You know.
Yeah, that's true. That looks kind of like a giraffe to me.
Is that a male or female
Yeah.
giraffe, Gavin?
Rank speculation, I'd say a male because the ossicones look a little bit bigger and it's got pretty big ears and a big face, so potentially a male. That's just a big giraffe to be a female.
We're gonna go with it.
Let's do it.
We've had a lot of pictures with just one giraffe.
Oh,
Mhm. 2.
Oh.
got a pair.
Look at the face. And
Look
the
at his
tiny
little horns.
They're so small. They don't.
In those ears.
His ear's been chewed off a little bit, huh, bud?
Yeah, that one looks like it's had some
Yeah,
experience.
He's had some knocks, but he's come on the other side of it.
He's had some moments, but
Yeah.
oh, I love Dick Dicks. They're so cute.
A lot of personality.
They really do. So scared.
Cow!
Cow, you got it. See, you're getting more excited every time. I love it.
I thought you guys would be proud of that.
Yep.
I just can't believe that. Well, I guess it's a fair point. Like, you did grow up around farms always, so it wasn't
Mhm.
novel for you. But, like, as somebody who
Nope.
lived in suburbs, every time we would go driving and there were cows, you'd be like, cows! Oh my God, cows!
Yeah, as a child from rural America, it was a little less awe-inspiring to see cows considering they were all around us.
Fair.
That'd be like you being excited to see like a strip mall.
That's fair. That's a good point.
Highly accurate.
It's unfortunate, but it's true. Zebs!
Zeebs. Zeebs everywhere.
2, 3, 4 Zeebs. Zeeb.
Sure.
Oh, I completely missed the two on this side. I saw the other two.
These guys?
Yeah, no, on
Are
the
there
other
more?
side.
Look
Small
behind
cat.
those two. I see more. Go back. See, Taylor, what's happened?
I don't know.
Do you see? I see other
Oh,
legs.
there's legs.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
getting motion
How's
sickness.
that?
Taylor, stop it.
Oh.
Too far? Too much?
I need
Too far,
Dramamine,
too
please.
far.
Sorry. I got really excited. 5 Zeebs.
It's a bit overzealous, I think, on the scrolling.
Listen, and that's just me as a person.
Oh,
Zeeb.
a nice look at their mane.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine if zebras had like horse manes though, like a big flowy mane? That'd be rad. Like a black and white little barcode mane. That'd be so cool.
So rad.
I don't think you do think that would be rad, Gavin.
That sounds so enthusiastic.
Have a little imagination, you know?
Childlike wonder, perhaps.
Yeah. Where's your sense?
Hmm.
You know, I lost it years ago.
Okay. Can you tell what it is now that it's upside down? Did that help?
Is it Banicula?
It is Banicula.
I don't see any red eyes. Is the problem? Isn't
Well,
that
that's lame.
characteristic? Yeah.
I thought I was just
Yeah.
told to have childlike wonder, and I made a guess that was somewhat wondrous.
How about now? Can you tell
Job
now
right.
that it's been flipped even more?
I think it's a rainbow trout now.
I think you're right. I think you're exactly.
I think you're just looking at my shirt, actually.
Oh, yeah, your fish
Can we
shirt.
appreciate the fish shirt for a second? It's a nice fish shirt. Is it a rainbow trout?
It
Is
was
that
a
what
happy
it is?
coincidence. It is, yeah. I don't know.
Ooh,
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
lots.
What a time to be alive. Livestock, let's go. Livestock.
What a gorgeous day that is. Look at that, 95 degrees.
I would say 35 Celsius.
That
What is it in
joke's
Kelvin?
not real. That joke could drink.
Ooh,
Go Zeeb.
Ghost. Another ghost.
ominous
Zeeb.
looking
A lot of
zebra
ghost
with
Zeebs
that
lately.
spooky eye. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Nice. And what was a Zorilla again? It's not a zebra gorilla.
No, it's a mustelid, so it's sort of like a skunk.
That's right.
They're pretty cute.
They're
Yeah,
kind of cool looking, though.
They're
Yeah.
really they're a lot smaller when you see them in person than you expect. They're more like the size of like a weasel than a skunk, and they're quite fast.
Mhm.
Like a ferret skunk?
Yeah, but small, like not as long as a ferret, so maybe half the length. And if you go on game drives
Is-
at night in Africa, you'll see them like they'll run the roads on the tracks where the cars drive out the bush.
This
Oh.
picture, Taylor, is there a donkey?
That's what I was
Uh,
thinking. I
too?
think that's a donkey.
Oh yeah.
That, you know what? We have not seen many donkeys.
Yeah.
Why? Why don't we see many donkeys?
I could actually go into a whole
Yeah.
tangent about that if you would like.
I would love that because I'm very curious.
So
Let's hear it.
donkeys are historically have been a big part of, the culture of being a beast of burden in, many parts of the world, and especially African countries. However, the past, I think it's the 10 or 15 years or so, there's a huge market that has opened up for their pelts in like Eastern medicine. And there's something about the gelatinous material that comes from their pelts, believe it or not. And it's caused there to be a massive shortage of donkeys in countries that rely on them. And because people sold them because they could make a lot of money, and then they didn't have donkeys anymore. And so there's like export bans from many countries on donkeys because they don't want their donkey population to be completely wiped out. Which is not the answer you thought you were going to get, I realize.
No.
But
No.
here
And
we
what
are.
is the use for the gelatinous substance? I don't understand.
It's some form of traditional medicine. It's something related to that in Eastern medicine. I don't know exactly what it's purported to do, but it's there are some believe that it has medicinal properties of some sort.
How interesting. I never would have looked at a donkey and thought that.
Well, the more you know, the sadder it gets.
Really?
So
Sadly, a
Yeah,
story
right.
all too familiar.
Yeah.
just the tale as old as time.
Hmm.
Grass.
Are we sure?
I'm never completely confident because there could be a sparrow or something. You know what else
We've
we
got a
haven't
couple
seen on here
birds
is a
triggering me.
snake.
We haven't seen
Okay.
snakes or tortoises.
Oh.
That's funny that you brought that up, Gavin, because the first photo we saw was like that low angle looking down into the grass.
Mhm.
And a few days ago, I saw a post on Facebook pop up from like snakes in Africa
Ooh.
or something, and they like took a photo of a puff adder sitting in the grass, and now it was like really tough to spot. And it made me think like how many maybe you've had like some snakes come through these frames and like
Could be.
trigger it and
Yeah,
it's
didn't
already gone
know.
or something.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Who dat?
Well, it's something we don't see very often.
Oh.
Looks like an eland to me.
Yeah, it's an oryx. So
Oh, it's an oryx.
we were somewhat correct in that it was an antelope. Otherwise, it was completely wrong. It's a bisa oryx.
Okay, we're gonna move
I think
on.
those are my favorite ones. I love those.
Why would an
They're
Ibiza
so
oryx
cool.
Bisa.
be in
Beisa.
Kenya?
Bisa.
I know it's a joke because of the way you said it.
Oh, I'm sorry that I portrayed information accurately.
Did you though?
And which oryx are at the park?
So we have 4 oryx at the park. We have Arabian oryx, fringe-eared oryx, which are the most similar to bisa, gemsbok, and scimitar horned oryx.
Hmm.
Got all the oryx except for bisas.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Lots of goats.
How come people say cow, but they don't say goat? Any thought
Goat.
on that?
It's not as fun of a word.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
we go.
Goat.
I mean, it's like goat. Go get goats. Listen, go get. Wow. Goats get recognition for all kinds of stuff, like the greatest of all time and all that kind of stuff. So I feel like cows really need it. They do a lot.
That's true.
They're doing their best.
Hmm.
It's just a cow, you know.
I feel like cows though, over like a normal like dairy cow, like have become very popular over the years. Like with
Yeah.
females, like they love cows. Like I don't know what it is.
Shocked when cow print came into fashion because for
Mhm.
the longest time, like, why would you ever wear cow print? You're being a cow, and now
Mhm.
it's like, oh my god, cows! You know, it's different.
Yes.
Z.
But also, I have a question about that because so my roommate was telling me that her boss's dog went missing. And so she was told to go stand out in like a field near their house and put food out and call his name and wait there for an hour and kind of see if he comes around. And she said that she got snuck up on by cows. Like she turned around and the cow was, 4 feet from her and she never even heard it. How is it that a hoof species that big can be so quiet?
They just are.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know if there's like a scientific reason. Elephants. I mean, I can tell you why an elephant is so quiet. Elephants
Go for
walk
it.
almost
Okay.
silently because their massive feet are basically like shock absorbing cushions. And so as an elephant walks, it distributes its weight and it's almost completely silent. I mean, if you walk next to an elephant, you're not going to hear it move cow, I couldn't speculate. Maybe she was focusing on the dog more than anything, and that's why she didn't hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I've thought that about cows too. Is like I've been near cows and thought, wow, that's. I don't know. I guess I would have thought they would be stomping or something, or you'd be able to hear them.
I mean, they're a prey species too, technically. So I mean, they're not going to want to be too loud, right? They're not going to want anybody to know they're around.
Is that a wall or just a mound of dirt?
Yeah, I think it's a mound of dirt.
Okay.
But then I think there might have been a giraffe.
There was. I just like to look at.
It's a great camera
It is.
location.
It's got a good
Yeah, I
vista.
like that. It's nice.
Mhm.
Which one is that?
Feels
That
like
one
a
doesn't have a name.
different camera too.
It doesn't have a name.
Have we seen this camera before?
I don't think so.
Curious. Ooh,
Oh,
bird.
ghost chicken?
Maybe.
Ghost
It
chicken.
almost looks like
kind of bird
a
is that?
quail of some sort.
Yeah,
Don't know if there's African.
ghost chicken.
Yeah, there's African quail species. So.
Come on now, let's see something cool.
Ooh,
That'll work.
I feel like we know this
Ooh.
one.
Yeah, the first time
Does
in
the
a
chat
while.
know this one?
Guinea?
Does the chat know what kind of guinea? Do we want to ask him, or is it too presumptuous?
There's like the chat has been very quiet, but we can try.
Okay.
We can try. I know Birdie Slow-Mo is in there, and I know that we know Birdie Slow-Mo, so maybe they know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put a lot of pressure on Birdie right now. You should know what this is. We've talked about it.
I guess we could give Birdie the options, right? What to pick from. So we could either go helmeted guinea or vulturine guinea.
Okay.
I
We
believe.
getting a lot of engagement?
I believe.
No.
No, none. Okay.
Nope.
Fascinating.
Oh no.
Quiet Thursday.
Well, then it could be seen by some as a fancy guinea, i.e. a vulturine guinea.
Yeah, fancy guinea.
That's right.
Okay, I'll give you one.
Yeah, I forgot to tweet today, so it's possible also that nobody knows that we're live.
Wow.
So
Oh
Wow,
no.
Taylor. I was chided for showing up late, and you don't even promote the show. Oh, how the things have turned.
Gavin, we actually didn't realize like how blue these vulturines were until our meeting last Friday, and they had the picture on the board, and we were like, "Wait, they're
a
actually kind of
beautiful
blue."
bird. They really are.
They are. They're really pretty.
thanks for the subject change, Kirsten. I appreciate it.
Uh huh. That's what I'm here for.
She got me. Zebs!
You got a mother baby there or something.
Yeah, it was a young
Maybe not mother
one.
baby, huh?
I couldn't presume because there are some things that would lead me to believe that
Yeah,
it's not a
I have to
female,
say
but I could
I've
be
seen
wrong.
something
Yeah.
that leads me to believe it's not the mother, but we'll just let people decide for themselves. Kirsten, what kind of zebras is this? Kirsten,
These are Grevy
knocking it out of the
zebras.
park today, Kirsten. Nice job. Your
Hey-o.
sister will be proud.
Yeah, she disappeared. We
Oh.
embarrassed her.
She gone.
She gone.
Well, Kirsten's sister, if you were here, you'd have been proud of her.
Sorry, Birdie.
Some healthy looking impals.
Right? You got a big male in there too,
Mhm.
and some girls.
Good for him.
Although my track record on this today is a little mixed, so what I would assume to be females.
Never
Oh,
assume. Booty.
sheep,
Sheep booty.
Dorper sheep.
How dare you call her a dorper?
They're handsome-looking animals for sure.
And are those meat sheep?
They are. Nice job.
Meat sheep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good band
As
name.
opposed to a wool sheep.
That's a good bad name. Mm-hmm.
Now you're gonna start talking pop culture, and you're gonna lose me. So
We haven't lost you yet?
every week we get into a segment where I know absolutely nothing of what's going on.
Well, Eddie was here earlier today and talking about the new Transformers Rise of the Beasts movie.
Oh yeah.
I personally don't know anything about that one either, but said it was good.
I realized yesterday that I haven't seen a movie in over a year. So.
At all?
I-
Like not even streaming?
I don't think so. I think I've watched some streaming TV shows, but not a lot of movies. I think the last
Wow.
movie
Okay.
proper movie I saw was Top Gun.
So that would have
That's a year
been.
ago.
Is that been a
Yeah.
year then?
Yeah.
I think so, because Luke was deployed when I
wow.
went to see it.
Oh dang.
Huh. What a time to be alive. Look at those cows. Just love me a good cow.
Aaron said the new Top Gun,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, the new Top Gun. That's funny. Yes, the new one.
I mean, it had to be asked. It had to be
Oh,
asked.
look, Impala.
Oh, it's kind of a cool picture because you can see
Wow,
all
look
their
at them.
eyes.
Yeah.
Like
Them
even in the
thriving,
back.
even in the dark. See, that was my version of
1,
a
2,
subject
3,
change.
4, 5. Nice. Impulse?
Mm-hmm. I think there's at least 5 of them.
I would agree based on factors.
Eye shine, perhaps.
I said factors. Gavin.
Ooh, warded hog.
Look at that.
Big warded hog.
Ooh, warded
the
hog.
pig.
Muddy warded hog. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Male or
It's a
female?
male.
Hey.
Judging by factors.
Yep, it's a multifactorial situation, and I'm going to say that it's a male. Presumed to be.
There
Presumed to
are
be.
2 factors that I can see.
There's definitely a pair of factors that play here.
The tusks, you
There
mean?
goes our E for everyone.
Yeah, he's got a pair of tusks.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're just talking about the.
The tusks.
Male warthogs
is
have
very-
bigger tusks than female warthogs.
Quite correct.
As they should. Anyway, moving on.
Oh, look, nothing.
Is there a snake, Brian?
Where is it?
I
Where's
don't
the...
know. I hope not. Please,
I
no
hope
snakes. As much as I brought that up. Please.
My favorite thing still is when Brian was brand new and one of the first shoots I made him do was snakes, not knowing that he is terrified of snakes.
It was like day 2.
Brian's not a big snake guy from my recollection.
I really have to be better about asking people when they come to work here is like, what do you hate? But it's also like a weird form of like a initiation, you know?
Yeah.
did
Well,
That's true.
I feel like I wouldn't want to start and automatically tell you, like, hey, I really dislike this animal. You know? Like, I'm going to be open to going and filming it. I won't be
Oh, good
comfortable,
eye.
but it'll be okay.
That looks like a raft to
That's
me.
good feedback, Kirsten, for you to give Brian.
Yep.
That's good.
Yeah. I think there was quite a breakthrough, though, when I think it was sometime last year, Kirsten, we were filming one of the reptile guys with one of the boas. And I needed
David.
a wider... Yeah, and I needed a wider angle, and we were in the reptile house, and I backed up and bumped into this, like, a habitat, and I turned around, and it was like a snouted
Ooh.
cobra staring at me. I decided not to freak out, so, small steps.
Ooh, that's
Yeah, I mean, every time you've filmed snakes with me, you've been very tough.
Ghost.
I'm very proud moment.
Ghost.
She looks pregante.
Ghost. I'm just going to say ghost
Ghost.
over and over again to see what happens. Until someone acknowledges that I'm here.
I'm gonna kick you out of the meeting. That's what's gonna happen.
I felt like I was being ignored, so.
Rushmore.
Yeah, I was going to say, Rushmore has not made his appearance yet.
Yeah, can we get a Rushmore cam?
He hasn't. Once he comes back in from being security guard, he's going out to yell. Yep, once he comes back.
Got our obligatory pink photo per our programming.
I still
Yep.
don't understand why they go pink. I don't get it.
Brian, can you explain the reason, please?
I cannot on that, other than maybe someone's having some fun with some filters or, mechanical issues.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Come on in, buddy. Come on. No? Okay.
Rushmore. Oh,
Yes or no? Yes and no.
Yes or no?
Aaron said, I think my New Jersey Wi-Fi might be slower than my San Diego Wi-Fi.
oh no.
Girl.
Very tough to believe.
How? Yeah.
Wow.
You were already running like 3 gigs.
Or the trail cam was
Whoa.
based on Mars. Nope, that was the
Look-
photo. Your Wi-Fi is good.
Not to interrupt, but look at the
Ah.
pattern on that zebra. What's going on there? Yeah.
In the middle? Yeah, that's kind of.
Oh, that is cool. Mhm.
That
Is
one?
it?
No,
Is
Taylor.
there a
The big
bite
one.
mark or something?
The one with the swirl.
Like right in front.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
Is
Is
there
it a
something?
scar?
wrong?
Yeah, so I
It
feel like it's a
looks
big
like it.
wound that healed together, and it threw off the stripe pattern.
Interesting.
That's
Ouch.
Yeah,
fascinating.
because it looks like a little hourglass. That's
I
bizarre.
feel like it happened when it was young, and so as it grew, the skin stretched, and it made the pattern really weird. Is kind of what I'm thinking.
That's kind of neat.
That's sweet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that zebra's had a
unique.
hard life. It looks a little rough.
It looks a little rough.
Yeah.
There's a couple spots on that zebra that
Yeah,
look not
in
so
the
good.
ears and the neck,
Still thriving.
It looks like it's had a few challenges that it's overcome, and we appreciate a survivor. We respect that.
Do I think there's 9? I'm gonna go with that.
Sure.
They are doing a lot of standing, a lot of eating.
Ooh.
Yes, I love when they do that. That's my favorite thing in the world. Look at
That's
this.
such a good
I don't think
picture
we've seen them do
too.
that on the cam before.
Time to hydrate, y'all. Thanks, Birdie.
Ah, thank you. I'm
Thanks,
super thirsty.
Birdie.
Oh, this blue.
I love this. Okay, so do you think it's a salt lick then, Gavin?
I don't think it's a salt lick necessarily, but I think it's likely. I mean, it could be like trying to pick up iron from the soil. It could need some iron or different trace minerals. There's a lot of different reasons animals will eat dirt, what we perceive as dirt. But it's really because their body just craves the different minerals that their body needs. And it doesn't look like a traditional salt lick, but you never know.
That is so cool.
Hmm.
Neat.
That's like a perfectly like angled picture too.
Now, to clarify, though, I'm not recommending anyone eats dirt if they feel like they need vitamins. I would just take a multivitamin, just for legal disclaimers and whatnot, because I'm not a doctor. So,
As my mother used to say,
Well said.
God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. So, touche.
well, there is that. Sure,
Fight that, Gavin.
it's really beyond refute.
Yeah, it is.
Ooh,
Yes, another dick.
Another one.
Yes, look at that nose. Oh my God. Yes, that's nice. That's a good one.
proboscis situation there.
I love a proboscis. I love them when they're on species that they don't look like they should be on. You know what I mean?
I do.
It's just the best.
Dick, tapers, saiga, you name it.
I want to meet a saiga someday.
Me too.
Saigas are cool. Yeah.
We did our saiga segment a couple weeks ago, right? Where we looked him up and saw. Yeah,
We did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
that's got legs to it.
see-
Saiga segment. Kind of like that.
A saiga
Uh-huh.
segment? You should tell them we should get saiga so we can do a saiga segment. That would be cool.
Ooh,
Ooh. Little ruffle and feathers.
ooh.
Nice.
That's some fancy burbs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
Fancy
I'm
guineas.
going with that. Fancy guineas.
The fanciest.
Little pinstripe suits.
Dressed with their Sunday best.
That snake is just out there.
The scary thing is you
Doing its
can't
thing.
see it, but you know it's there.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
We-
I don't feel like we've seen anything in those pictures yet.
They're so well
today.
camouflaged, Kirsten.
Yes. That would be the
Yeah, do we want to talk
explanation.
about what kind of guineas these are? Or no, I guess we don't.
Not really.
Okay, I guess it's
Because I want to get to this.
Ooh.
Yay!
Ooh.
Warded
nice
hogs.
We got some
picture.
wallowing. Look at that.
Look at that mohawk. And that one
Pretty
in the
sweet.
ground.
That is pretty sweet.
We've had so many warthogs in this location.
They just love it.
I wonder why.
Mud.
I'm not trying to
That's
be
pretty
a
cool.
you know what. That's a really nice picture though. Nothing. Nada. Not even a bird.
Not that I can see.
Oh. Well, that's the thing is like you guys talk about the snakes, but really there could be an animal that's just hiding in the bush too.
Could be a mouse.
or a piece of grass
Mhm.
could have blown and triggered the camera too.
Could have.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Ooh.
What's this? What's that situation?
Ooh,
What
God.
is
Is that a
that?
plastic bag in the air?
Later.
Looks like a jellyfish.
You've got to think it's a UFO.
Is that a butterfly?
A
It's
massive
literally
butterfly.
a UFO.
What is that?
It's literally a UFO. It's unidentified. It's
I
flying.
saw
And
it
it's an
over
object.
here.
Oh, it is a butterfly.
How could you?
It's a
Do you see
butterfly.
On the right is its head because you can kind of see its little antenna, and the shape of the wings makes sense that it would be facing that way. It's just a little yellow butterfly.
It just looks massive for some reason.
Yeah, it does. It looks huge.
Right. Okay.
Butterfree. Butterfree is wild.
Let's see if that actually exists here.
Butterfly.
I'm pretty sure they have butterflies
I
in
am too,
Africa.
yeah.
No?
Like the color and stuff, you know.
It's
in
got to be a
Kenya.
butterfly.
Oh, a yellow butterfall. It's the Kenyan yellow butterfly.
Ah,
That's what it's
of
called.
course.
I just
So
named
would
it. Yeah.
we not have like an insect tab or anything?
They don't care about
They
bugs.
must not.
I'm gonna call Paige.
Aw,
She'd be
don't
devastated.
tell. Yeah, I was about to say don't tell Paige that.
I guess I have
Aw.
to say nothing, even though you are not nothing, buddy.
There
We
needs to
love
be an
you.
other tab. Oh, Banicula.
Benicula.
Banicula.
Bunicula.
Aaron's gonna be so excited.
You guys
Yeah.
definitely manifested.
You really did.
Banicula.
quality
man,
children's
amazing.
books like that, we need to be manifesting it as much as possible. It's really lost on people that it's sad that they don't get to read it. So
So sad.
good stuff. Ooh, hold on.
Ooh.
Hold the phone.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm trying not to
Talk
freak
about
out.
manifesting.
Ooh,
We manifested.
No
that is
way.
so cool.
That's awesome.
Now the quality's not as good as the last one, but still,
Yay.
this is exciting.
These are the moments where I wish this cam was like
Low
the
light, float better.
like the burrowing owl cam where we could like go through the little snapshots. That would be
Yeah.
so cool. Oh, what a bummer. Cool though.
That's awesome. Do you guys remember when you had said seen it before? Was it in that same type of
It was a
location?
big open
somewhere else?
grassland. It was
Oh,
Yeah.
not
okay.
an,
And it was
yeah,
daytime.
It was a totally different cam.
It was like
yeah,
high
middle of the
That's
day.
so cool.
Oh, I'm so pumped.
This one I feel like makes a little more sense, like 6 o'clock at night, you know, a little darker and
Yeah, Aaron, I
Yeah.
don't think this counts as ghost because it looks like it's just dusk. So I think I don't think it
The
counts.
dusk leopard.
Ghost or
Yeah,
grayscale?
it's at 6:30.
That's
Oh,
awesome.
that's so
6:36.
cool.
Leopard. Nice. That's
Yay.
Sweet. Well, it's gonna be hard to top.
Okay, I was gonna say we can quit now.
Yeah.
very tough
We're
to
gonna
top.
log off
Yeah.
early. We're
Yeah.
done.
Tired on that.
Oh yeah, because now we have nothing. I mean, livestock.
Livestock. Yeah. Super cool follow up.
Wow.
Love that.
Amazing. Standing.
Wow.
Move on.
Cool.
Oh, that clean watering hole again.
Wait.
Hold on, Impala. No.
Nice spot.
What is that?
I want to say it's a water buck.
Oh.
The face doesn't look like an impala.
No,
face
it
to me.
doesn't. I feel like it could be.
Aaron said Loch Ness
I
Monster.
think it's water buck.
I wish we had the whole body. We never get to see Waterbuck. That's such a bummer.
Unless you come to the San Diego Zoo Safari Park, that is.
In which case you can see them. They're everywhere, actually.
They can be seen in our East Africa and South Africa field habitats.
Gavin, what is that deer that we love because it makes that crazy sound?
Oh, you've got to think it's the
Yeah.
cycadeer.
I love
It's like a deer.
Yeah.
We got to get them making that sound again. We have to.
They're the
That's
best.
so funny.
Why did they?
Do they do that normally, or is it just because of Kurt and Holly?
Yeah, it was just when we put Kurt and Holly out there because it's an alert call. So luckily their lives are pretty chill and they don't have a lot that upsets them, so they don't do the alert call very often.
Hmm.
Did you guys ever make that into anything, or was it
Gavin.
not usable? I can't remember. Wasn't long enough.
It wasn't long enough.
I think we did. Oh, it wasn't long enough.
I don't think we used it. Erin, did we use it? She's in the chat. She'll know. Erin asked, how are the water bros, Gavin?
Thriving.
Thriving.
Yep.
As one does.
You got to think it's a young zebra and an impala, maybe.
Why are they hanging out together?
Yeah, it's a cool combo.
They're
Takes all
lonely.
kinds.
Oh. Listen, every family's a little different.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's a sweet little Zebe. One, he's moving. He is a young, so that is present. We also have an impal. So one doesn't appear to be a youth. It is standing and eating. No. Identify. Yes.
There's actually a fun story. There's a documentary on Netflix right now. It's like Secrets of Elephants or something. The Secret Lives of Elephants. And they tell the story of this one elephant, specifically a female. She had lost her whole herd just to various reasons. And she ended up taking on like these Cape buffalo as her family. And she would like herd them and stuff and tell them like where to go. And she's lived her life for like 5 years with them. Just with them.
Well,
And it's super interesting.
I don't want to get too personal, but I can't watch that right now because I'm in a bit of a dispute with the Netflix corporation. So.
Oh.
you
Is it
wanna
about
talk
the
about it?
password sharing?
I will, perhaps, yes. I have been kicked off of what I deem to be the family plan. And I was
No.
deemed to not be the core household using the product. And,
Dang.
Were you not paying for the password you were using, Gavin?
I think that sharing is caring, and that, when you're a family, that many different resources should be distributed based on the need. So perhaps I was, a part of a password sharing program.
Yeah.
You're getting roasted in the chat right now, Gavin.
Aaron said, I'm impressed that you have Netflix. Apparently, he
Not
doesn't.
anymore. Did we? miss a whole group of dick back there as we were.
Yeah, we did, but you
Yeah,
guys
we
were
did.
you guys were doing important things. Gavin, what's that?
It's an animal. Perhaps a water polyp. I don't know.
A water polyp?
That's tough.
A water bottle.
Hard to say.
Go in Impala. I think there's 4 Impala. That's what I'm doing.
Let's go with that.
That's what I'm gonna say.
I do want the record to reflect, though, I do pay for my HBO
Whoa.
subscription.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's cool.
We have not.
That's such a
This
good
is-
watering hole shot.
That.
And look at that.
Mhm.
We have both species of zebras together, which we have not seen on here before. Remember, we talked about
Let's,
that in the early days.
Yeah, give us a quick rundown on that again. How it's not as
So
unlikely.
it's not as likely
that.
because the grevies are generally in the farther north regions of Kenya, and so they're in the more dry, arid areas. Plain zebras are obviously more of a grassland species, but obviously it's the dry season, so everybody's come together at limited water sources. So you see grevies and plains and giraffe. That's sweet.
That is so cool.
So do the two different zebra species, do they have like any confrontation with each other in a situation like this when they're, sharing this water hole? Because you do see like they have the young foal on the one side. Like, is there any confrontation as far as like the grevies would be, upset with that because there's a baby, it's like innocent, kind of thing?
Possible, but unless there was actual conflict, like there was, like a 4 square foot area of water to drink from and everybody was at it together and somebody kicked the baby, you're probably not going to have any issues. They're focused on getting as much water as they can safely and getting out of there before predators come in. Because obviously if you're a lion or a
Got it.
leopard, you're going to want to come to that watering hole because all of the hoofed animals
Mhm.
are going to be there and it's easy pickings. So
Yeah,
they're kind
that
of
makes
focused on
sense.
that.
That's such a
That's
cool
awesome.
That is
picture.
so
I kind of
cool.
wish that we could see it in like normal
Yeah.
color, but it's cool
Yeah.
for pink, I guess.
That's really cool.
That's exciting. We've had some good stuff
Definitely
today.
a Lion King moment.
We had
Yeah.
Visa oryx, we had leopards, and a mixed species.
Pretty good day on the
I
cams.
think so.
Pretty good
I think
day.
So.
Good day on the cams.
Maybe we can get one more. Oh, I see a
I
nose.
see zebes.
Yeah.
I see Seebs, but I see
That's an impala.
a
It's
snout.
an impala nose.
It's really cute. Their noses look so soft. I just want to rub them.
But as you know, Taylor,
But I
we don't
can't,
have,
and I would never because it's a
I
wild
was
animal.
going to say,
That's not
we don't have to
appropriate.
touch wildlife to appreciate them.
We don't. We certainly don't. And I can visualize pretty well what I think
Mhm.
that would feel like, so it's fine. How many zeebs? 4 zeebs? 3 zeebs?
You got to think there's at least 3, yeah.
At least 3. You got to think that.
Got it.
That's what the people are saying.
That
Ooh.
is-
Oh, hey, Opie. Just finished volleyball training.
Nice.
nice.
Welcome,
How'd
Opie.
it go?
Nice. Thanks for joining.
There are 2? Look at that. 2.
2 that I can see.
2 dicks.
A pair of dicks. They tend to come in pairs.
Seems like it. Ooh.
That was someone. Here.
Part of me-
Who is this?
I have a guess.
There is no
Big
way, Gavin, that you can know what this is.
I do, I think. So
Is it because of the like
yeah, I
the
think
hair
it's the
a
that's on
zebra.
it?
I think it's the face and the top
Oh.
of the mane of a grevy zebra.
Yeah. I can see
Oh
that.
wow.
hmm
The haters are backing
I'm
down a
gonna give
little
Aaron
bit
a
now.
second.
But you said grevies. How do you know
Because
what
it's got the
grevies
taller
right?
mohawk. They're gonna have a big.
That is just crazy.
Oh.
What, Taylor? What kind of?
That is just crazy.
What was that comment you just made?
That's just insane.
Insanely
I think you
impressive.
do a lot of guessing.
No, it's educated speculation is what I prefer to call it.
Mm-hmm.
Good cover. That works.
Mm-hmm. See a whole lot of nothing.
Mm.
Oh well. Everything.
Snakes in there.
Probably.
Mm,
Snakes in there.
snakes in the grass.
And another one.
Nice.
Okay, we got 4 minutes. We got to have something else cool besides the
That's what I
Okay.
was hoping.
Let's
I
besides
know.
the
I'm
not
trying.
cows.
Try not to be
I need
greedy.
you guys to
but
guess
yeah.
numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
12 and a
9.
half.
9.
Perf.
Not an option.
I see half of a sheep.
Okay. Well,
9.5. 8.5.
I see grass.
Ooh.
we're gonna say
Check
nothing.
out.
Moving on. Boop boop. Beep doop.
Nothing.
One more again.
One more again. One, Mo. Okay, nope.
Nothing.
Oh,
Beep.
This camera
Beep, boop,
is
boop,
back.
Zeebs.
Zeebs.
Okay, 2 Zeebs.
Dose,
Plain Zeebs.
Standing, moving. No. ID. Done.
Ooh.
Oh!
Zorilla! 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 Zorilla!
We have been manifesting
Zorilla,
so
no
well
way.
today.
We just brought it
No.
home.
Way. How did that
New
just happen?
species alert.
Oh, that's so
New
cool.
species
No
alert.
way.
I'm excited.
I'm so proud of us right now. We have just go buy
Deserves
a
it.
lottery ticket, manifest. Yeah, incredible. Well done, you guys.
Wow.
Manifest your
Okay,
destiny.
info, please. Oh, Aaron said, "What the heck is this?"
yeah, I
Yes,
feel like you
info.
should show
Let's
a better
go.
picture. Because they're really cute.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Look at
They're
that.
so cute.
But
Look at his
no, they're super
face.
cute. But you've got to remember, since they're a mustelid, they're in the skunk family, and so they're gonna spray you if you get too close to them.
But it's so cute.
They are. They are.
It,
Look at that.
what is that Pokemon that looks like that? I think it's like no, it's a normal type. What is it called? It starts with a Z, I think.
Are there?
I think it is a Z. I don't remember.
I don't know.
It's I'm gonna
Good
look.
question. Aaron wants to know if they're
Yes.
stinky.
Yes,
It
Aaron.
looks stinky.
White.
I'm looking this up because the nerd inside me wants to remember which. It looks like a Zigzagoon.
Skunky too.
Is that
Looks
what I'm
kinda like
thinking?
it.
Skunky. Stunky. Yeah. How could I forget? I don't know. Is it a Stunky or is it a Zigzagoon?
Jason Bardo said stunky right on.
Stunky
Well done.
Pokemon. We are
Ah.
just really getting into the good stuff.
Stunky.
See, that looks more like a skunk to me versus
I think
like,
it looks like a house cat.
It has a cat face too.
for the love of everything.
That's cool.
No, maybe not then.
Mhm.
A
That looks like a dog.
Zigzagoon. Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, that's not really quite it either, huh?
No, it's not doing it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, either way, the Zorilla is a great find in the show on. I have to say, this is exciting.
Nice.
Yeah.
We'll end on that. That's
It's
a
a
good
high
one.
note. We had
Mhm.
Zorillas.
That is.
We've had leopards. We've had Bisa oryx. We had an incredible mixed species group with grevies, plain zebras, and giraffe all together. Plus, perhaps a lot of snakes. Who knows?
Who knows? Who could guess?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Nice.
think we're gonna do much better than that, guys.
Well, thanks for
Mm-mm.
joining us today, Gavin, taking time out of your schedule for the 16th episode of Wildwatch.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, anytime. So, thank you guys for joining us. We'll be back next Tuesday with more of the content that you love and crave. And thank you, Brian and Kirsten, for joining as well today. And we'll see you guys next Tuesday.
See y'all later.
We'll see you later.
Bye, guys.